In a deep, green forest, where sunlight drifted through the leaves like soft golden sparkles, the world felt quiet and wide. High above the treetops, the wind moved like a quiet lullaby. Down below, nestled in the moss, sat a small stone named Peb. He wasn't sharp like the others, or rough, or heavy-looking. Peb was smooth and round, with tiny rubbery arms and legs, and glowing little cracks that shimmered like quiet stars. He looked around, unsure where he was or where he belonged. But after a long moment, he stood up, and when he did, his big, soft eyes began to wander. He walked slowly, curiously. He looked up at the trees that stretched into the sky and the birds that soared high above him. The world was big. Peb was small, but he kept going. Then he stopped. Up ahead stood a group of older stones, bigger, heavier, harsher. They weren't smiling. Their eyes narrowed. "Who are you? What are you doing here? Why do you look like that?" Their words were sharp, their voices cold. They didn't like Peb's cracks, or his glow, or his softness. None of it fit what they believed a stone should be. So they mocked him, and they sent him away. Peb turned around and walked back into the woods, his eyes blurred with tears, his little feet dragged, his heart hurt. Then the sky opened up. Rain poured down, loud and heavy, like the forest itself was crying with him. Peb had nowhere to go, no one to take him in, so he curled up, hugging his round little body, shivering, and he wept. He wished he could just disappear, but just then, through the storm, a yellow bird appeared, bright as sunshine, soft as hope. In her beak, she carried a little towel, warm, glowing, kind. She dropped it gently in front of him, and then, just like that, she flew away. Peb blinked. He touched the towel. He held it close. He dabbed the tears from his cheeks. The rain still poured, but something inside him felt a little lighter. He folded the towel with care, tucked it into his tiny backpack, and stood again. The sky was still grey, but hope had taken root, and that was enough to keep walking. Not far from the forest's edge, a little girl in a yellow coat was out for a stroll. She spotted Peb in the distance. Her eyes widened. Her smile bloomed. She ran toward him, curly hair bouncing, boots splashing in the mud. She picked a leaf from the ground and placed it on her head, just like Peb. She didn't ask questions. She didn't need answers. She simply kissed him on the cheek. And in that moment, Peb felt seen. She took his tiny hand and led him home. Her family didn't ask why Peb looked the way he did. They just opened their arms. They gave him soup and smiles and a cozy place to live. That night, Peb didn't cry. He glowed quietly by the fire, not because he had to, but because, for the first time, he felt full. Full of kindness, full of care, full of home. Because sometimes, all it takes is one towel, one bird, one girl, to remind you that even the softest stones belong.